and baby still didn't get his ice cream. You can't do that to these kids and kill their innocence like that. That kills the magic of who we are. That's why we can't use the magic. Lying to the babies, misleading the babies, feeding them bullshit. All of this shit is an orchestrated design. It's not an accident. It's on purpose. All of this shit is an orchestrated motherfucking design on purpose. It's not an accident. Your misery and suffering is not an accident. Your loss of leadership is not an accident. This shit is well orchestrated and well planned. They just can't outplan and outplot me. I'm not because I'm smarter than them. That ain't even the reason. I'm just more determined to defend my family than any of them motherfuckers. That's all. I'm more determined to defend the innocent and the weak. I'm more determined to defend the children and the sisters than they are. Because my determination is so high, I'm going to work 10 times harder than them. So if I got to go in the gym to fight next week and the motherfucker I fight can beat Mike Tyson, that means my training is going to exceed anything Mike Tyson ever did in training. Why? Not because I'm better than Mike Tyson or can outfight Mike Tyson. No, that's not the reason. I'm not going to let no motherfucker win with my family at stake. You're just not going to win. I'm always finding a way to come out on top when my tribes are in danger. Y'all in danger. Been in danger and been the victims long enough. It's up to us now. Where's our brain matter? You know, if we don't get our brain matter under control and our heart space under control, they're going to continuously do this shit. When our time up, if we haven't produced Hoover, this is when everybody look like some fucking idiots when they drive the fuck off and go about their business and say, oh, they didn't really want free. They was just playing. They didn't really want free. They were just playing. It sounded good for the moment. It's the same as jacking off. It felt good, but it ain't going to make no baby. Feel good, produce nothing. This is what you do at church every Sunday. You go do some feel good shit. I'm not into that. I don't want to jack off. I want some pussy. I don't want to jack off. I want to fuck. Right? So if that's how I feel, I'm not going to settle for something less than what's the best. Why would I do that? That don't even make sense. So, the reason this bitch ain't really towed up by the ships. Now, we on the earth moving the weather. The Crips went to crib walk and set these thunderstorms off. Now these sisters is starting to do this, what they call sway of the matriarchs, where they start calling on Mother Earth while they dance and shaking their ass, and she's going to respond like she did in Detroit yesterday. Detroit don't get earthquakes. It was earthquake in Detroit yesterday. 313. That's a direct hit on the 7. That's me. Answering off the sway of the matriarch. They send me a direct message in the earthquake. Mother Earth sent me a direct message. Boom, son, I hear you. It's just now, do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? Right? That's not the question is not, am I telling the truth? The question is, are you perceptive enough to determine the character and the level and the quality of the information you get is like nothing you've done before. TD Jakes don't talk like this. Freddie Price don't talk like this. Creflo Dollar don't talk like this. None of them imams, sheikhs, grand sheikhs, mystics from the east, sages, they done brought to y'all and gave y'all over here talk like this. You know why? Because they don't know how to do two things at the same time. Stand in the position of right, tell the truth. Most of them stuck on one. I'm stuck on two. Position of right, tell the truth. I'm mama's right-hand man. I listen to everything my mama said. I listen to everything my daddy said. I would reiterate to them after many years went by before they passed shit they said when I was 4 years old. Papa, you remember when you told me da-da-da-da-da? What? Boy, you remember that shit? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, so this is where we at. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I need to be addressing. Yes, Larry has a wife and children. Been married a long time. Any of y'all can reach out to Lil Larry. You know, he ain't no, he ain't no bougie ass nigga. He real down to earth kid. Well, he ain't no kid no more, but we've been saying that so long in the nation, calling him Larry's kid. But he a grown ass fucking man. That's a on some free my daddy shit type shit. But to us, he's still just a prince, the boy prince. But he's a grown ass man. But on our affection, he's still just a prince, just a little prince running around waiting to be king. He's still the baby, the prince. In our perception, especially those that don't see him on a regular basis, he always Little Larry, the prince, to us. And so, yeah, that Kanye know that now is the time. That's why he told Trump publicly. That was a primer for the public domain to see this shit finna be on a national level. Kanye was what you call the horse that carried the message to the top. He was the messenger. Basically, when he went to tell Trump to free Hoover, he wasn't talking to Trump. He was talking to the motherfuckers that was hiding behind that motherfucking Oval Office in the other room, listening to him talk to Trump. Them the motherfuckers he was talking to. Them lodge members that hold the key to the motherfucking capstone, right? Because you get the key from the keystone to open the capstone. And in the capstone is something called the time capsule. And in the time capsule is where they keep the contract and the resolution. And the resolution is a flag. And the flag is the flag of the Bays, right? So if y'all don't know what that is, the Bays are the chiefs that wear the feathers. The L's are the ones who wear the fez, right? The fez wearers came over here with something called conquistadors, challenged the feather wearers to a conjure war, right? And they cheated. You're not supposed to kill the chiefs that's going for the crown seat, for the high seat. You're not supposed to kill him in the 3D because he can't hold the seat if he's not in the 3D world. And this is why Garvey was so frustrated, because they was using our conjure on us, and then they was using what you call low vibrational means to keep their motherfucking position by not allowing anybody to take the test. So if you go and if you study Tupac, if you are familiar with a guy named Tanique Reviews, he was doing a Nipsey thing. He said every time a motherfucker get ready to cross the checkerboard, they kill him. I seen the kill order on Nipsey Hussle that his mama told me about. She flipped it to me in a sign. I read the sign she said, and I seen the order to kill Nipsey Hussle by the one we call him the King of the Rats. He's a Moor of them in the Moor Science Temple, but that's not originally where they from. The Moor Science Temple was not started by the invaders. It was started by Noble Drew Ali, the Cherokee High Chief, because he had to go into something called the Moorish Zionist Temple in order to know what was being done to us. And while he was doing the research on the Mother Line, Red Lodge, we had a guy that had already done the same work. It was two of them actually on the Father Line, Blue Lodge, named Prince Hall and Absalom Jones. Their names are cold, right? So when you study their names, you could be able to understand that what the code was telling you, because it's either telling you the definition that the name means, or the names is spelling something out by their order being scrambled. Almost like an anagram of words. It's like you take a sentence and you put an out of context word there. This is how it works. When we see it, the chiefs see it, it's called reading it from the wind talk. And then we can use what we call incidents of life, that shit that happened in the normal course of events. We can read it as oracle readers in order to determine what's going on. So now we at the part where we informing the people. That's the main thing we're doing. That's all. As they become informed, all they got to do is flip a free Larry on whatever platform. If they don't have a platform, then they don't have to do nothing. We want the internet when they go to do say what's trending. Only thing that's trending is Larry Hoover. Ain't nothing else trending. That's it. Just let free Larry Hoover is the only thing trending. Well, after a certain number of people become aware of the struggle and what we doing in the movement, that number of people triggered something called the 100 monkey effect, or in physics it's called critical mass, right? So when the women be putting up these dancing videos and they saying free Hoover, it's showing the people that's been killing us in the physical world, we ain't a threat to you. We don't have to fight you. But while I'm dancing and telling you to produce my leader, I'm turning to loose my energy, giving it to Mother Nature to hit your bitch ass with a bolt of lightning. Right? That's how you do it. That's why the real reason not to use violence is not so you can get beat in the head marching. No, because you want the elements to fight for you, because you're going to show these motherfuckers your power. You want the animals to fight for you. You want the weather to fight for you. You want the earth itself to fight for you. You want to see the electrical storms. You want to hear the motherfucking rumble in the distance of the thunder. You want to know that when you look to that motherfucking sky and call for help, it wasn't on the deaf ear. The same shit they told you that you're not capable of doing because you're not who you are. This is the same shit you're going to use to bust that ass. When y'all get this, in our neighborhood, people that's from the indigenous tribes, all we need to be talking about is how to get the word out. We don't got to do nothing but get the word out. Word of mouth, right? The best form of advertising. These videos is just giving you a manner and the explanation of why it is we doing it this way so you can understand clearly what's being done. Now, for those that's still waiting on the people to break the ship, you not doing your fucking part. The ships ain't coming in until you done your part. I'm talking about the bitch ass niggas that will come with the heckling later. They probably not in here right now because they probably don't even know I'm live because mama probably kept them blocked to keep me on task. So they'll be doing some shit and then they'll come back when I be off. As soon as I get done, they'll watch the video and then they'll be heckling me the whole time. But fuck them niggas. I don't care about that. The nigga that might be hitting me in the head with a brick, I don't care about that nigga. I want the motherfucking front of us. Right now, we got the devil in the crosshairs. Right? We got the motherfuckers up there with the power to motherfucking unleash on his ass. All we got to do is pull the trigger on his ass by general consensus of a majority rule scenario. It's the same as voting for a president, but now we at the part where you just campaigning, and if enough people campaign, we don't even got to vote no more. If enough people campaign, then we don't have to vote. They're going to go get him. When the people, because it's about awakening, it's about becoming aware of what's really taking place in this world around you and not what the enemy told you to look at, right? So it's some beautiful people that came to support this mission that I thought I was all by my fucking self. I didn't think nobody was going to back this shit because these niggas is some spineless fucking jellyfish. They ain't got no testicles. Their testosterone is extremely low to the point of it's barely there. Their estrogen is excessively high as in they about to overdose on that shit. And I'll be like, I did never think that this many good people would say, you right, brother. I hear you. You right. Enough is a fucking enough. Well, this is where we at with it. And so I had to get on here because of my video earlier went mute when I was only supposed to do the update. But I didn't know I was only doing the update because I hadn't eaten and I was hungry, but I thought that I was having something else going on. I hadn't even realized I hadn't eaten because I did that 4-hour video yesterday, video interview, audio interview yesterday and answered a whole lot of questions and took a whole lot of heat. And the self-control, because I'm a hothead. Self-control to me is the same as somebody that doesn't normally running a marathon. Now, I'm not used to that shit. So it's hard for me, but it's okay. I don't have a problem for my people of doing the hard shit. Reading the extra book or two a week on top of the regular workload. Going to work. I use my GM job as a university the same as I use the penitentiary as a university. By the time I got done getting as much out of the library, I've read 3 whole libraries at 3 different prisons, plus law books, plus ordering books through interlibrary loan, just to be prepared for now. Then when I got out, I got a job working for GM, good, pretty decent job, so they told me. But then I found out them dirty, rotten motherfuckers was stealing the money and mistreating the people, and it drove me insane to the point where I was forced to retire. I was forced to retire because of how bad they mistreat the workers all over this motherfucker. I can't stand there and watch it, and when I try to tell the people, this is all you have to do, and you free, and they don't do it. I gave the auto worker the blueprint to renegotiate their contract on terms that they can have the upper hand, and they dropped the ball in the worker rebellion. We passed that now. Can't worry about that. The worker didn't go get they just due. Now I have to get us to now get our. Y'all can do it, but you don't have to. Y'all can be free, but you don't have to be. You can be a comfortable slave if you choose to be. That's your option, but I don't want to be your slave nor your side. I don't want to be the nigga that's the slave next to you talking about, how's we going to get master to get us some free? Nigga, you had a chance to get free, and you dropped the ball. The ball now, everybody to hear this, you got the ball. And all you got to do is use your platform. Call these celebrities and tell them to use their platform. Everywhere they look, they need to be seeing motherfuckers under their shit. Not DMX. Motherfuckers like Puffy, Jay-Z, Beyonce, these motherfucking billionaires, entertainers. You either gonna ride with the people or you're gonna be in poverty. You will not be allowed to have any wealth on this bitch when this shit over if you ain't supporting the people. If you support the people, you can keep all your shit and you can go get some more and be done with it. It's just about the unity of the people is all it's about. All of the leadership is united. We just got to get the message out that we have a leader prepared to meet the Galactic Council. The Galactic Council have arrived, they here, but they can't breach the skies without a general consensus and calling from the people that's on the ground. It's our shit. We belong here. Somebody that don't belong here got to go. We can't get rid of them until the people decide they get behind a leader that all the other leaders is behind, which was my leader. They might not even like Larry. Some of them might want to punch the nigga in the face. Some of them might want to stab him. But they said, fuck that shit. The enemy told us we should feel that way. We don't really feel that way about the man. We don't know him. The enemy said I should hate him. The enemy is telling us how we should deal with our leadership. When the people want a leader that'll fight for them, all they got to do is fight for the leader that's fighting. That's it. You find the leader that's fighting for the cause that's going to give you freedom, support that. The niggas that's just talking that shit, trying to fill a CASHAPP up in their bank account, don't support that. Put them motherfuckers at task to do the same shit that the only motherfucker that's telling y'all the right thing to do is saying. Don't let them, they tell you about a cash, fuck your CASHAPP, nigga. This nigga ain't asking for a goddamn dime, right? He ain't asking for shit. My big brother and my little sister single-handed financed 3 university degrees for me. 3 of them motherfuckers. In books alone. I wrote my own curriculum. Because I'm my own self-made master. Master of masters. Hiram Abiff is what they call me in the lodge, the man that's capable enough to draw enough mental acumen to bear on one subject at a time to master it sufficiently to match a master in the field. In multiple fields, I needed a minimum of 7. I had to be a master of 7, but I mastered 10. And the 10 I mastered is the same things they was using to oppress us: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. When you understand what methods of oppression is being used, then you understand what you have to do to get free. All you have to do to get free. Hey, Christina. Y'all see Christina Vargas 8330? She the fucking truth. Get some of the morals from her. She a powerful motherfucker. And that's one of the ones on our team that's been working with me for the longest on this shit here. We was over on Facebook putting in work we done made Facebook now got us where people can't even hardly get on our pages to get information because Facebook